sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First carry now for Alex Collins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This one's in the air. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
From the 27, Wilson rolling to his right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Dancing to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go back to Murray on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Interior of that line blocked really well.
Not only have they scouted targets like linebackers, defensive game.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Jackson forced out to his left. You saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the linebacker.
Waited too late.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field. Second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact,
one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
I'm in the zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably 15-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time.
Last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Rolling to his left. Picked up by DJ Reed.
Yeah, user.
Straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a first down run with Collins. Back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime. Get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, they'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
With something here on 3rd down. Drops it underneath for Collins. Down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot just short for 4th down. They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, yeah, let's go, baby. Get your money. Get your money where you spend your time.
Master Justin Houston who comes up with it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive to the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Eluding the pressure. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A shot right around the 37. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 37 on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their time. Seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Escaping the pressure right. Before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Ravens going to, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from for this. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. As they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence. Together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just
so not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
This one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down. 5-yard line. We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really given them fits with his legs. And
decision all the way through. because when you're defending an RPO and you have to have the proper assignments, that means you're thinking instead of reacting, and he's taking full advantage of that, having a big game.
They'll run on first down. It's Murray. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On first down, Murray. Room here to run. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big run that time by Murray. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Now they'll run. Murray. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Latavius Murray. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now Urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24, Wilson, flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you, no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Come here. Come here.
Coming and down he goes. Justin Houston able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
It's caught. Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And the worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have a 2-minute warning now remaining.
I'd rather you win it
now
right
the Ravens
there.
going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Much rather you win it right there. That's what I would rather. Win it right there, baby, before I kick it. I ain't kicking it. Defense ain't doing that much.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're
Stop
going to
me
go
right
for it
here.
here on 4th down.
That's where you're going to have to stop me at.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Gutsy decision to keep it, but it turned out to be the right one, and all of a sudden 4th down becomes 1st down.
Gutsy and smart, because he's used to making a lot of decisions. You know that on every play he has to do it. In this case, he made the proper one, and that turned into a big 1st down.
Time to ground it out now with Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 68 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now for the extra point lead. For Reed, so this will coming to the line here to begin their next. Hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tab. It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they nearly get this off.
That ball. Find a way to get his head around and make a play.
Here's Wilson. And they'll get it.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I
Target it. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage. I know how to beat that, and that's what he.
Throw it there, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's.
Exactly right. Home games, split your. But when you win it, you don't even mind.